Welcome, everyone. I am Rick Serra, your host, and this is Cocktail Hour with Rick. Yes, it is. Hello, everybody. Who is here? Let's see some people chatting in there. Corey's Smith
Mine
and
still hasn't come up.
Michaela and Joanne Wickless, Sol Cecita, Mitch, Descendant to the Absurd. Looks like we've had a sudden drop of people watching. They must have thought I had the wrong thing on. But no, I'm afraid it's not the wrong thing. But this,
Rick, watch this
I know.
cord.
Watch this. Do you see? Can you see?
Hun, I haven't been able to get on yet.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, all except for your belly blocking it. Yes, I can see it.
All right, good. So, a fan, Glise, Glise, of course it's a fake name. I don't know why the person doesn't think their first name is okay to say, but I won't say it. So this has some kind of a beam being shined here. If you take a look at it, oh, make a little water damage here. You can see that it washes out the letters a little bit. Whatever this is, I don't know. But apparently my hair is impregnable to whatever this is. So I'm assuming it's a contaminant and I'm immune. So let me turn this thing around here. We've had our fun. Hi there, Darlene. How are you tonight?
You know, I don't like it when you do that.
And it's actually even close up even more.
I know. Thank you very much. Take it off. Oh, hello, everybody. He just never listens.
So I really think this is cool. It'll be on my wall. Yes, it will. I might possibly see if we could offer these as a 4x6. Talk to the artist first, get his blessing, and then I might need help from Dan Bell to create a large scan surface to produce this in, so we can make it a 4x6. So these could be possibly photographs. And I think they both look good. So I agree that might be a worthy thing. Let me level myself here. Okay, level it a little more. I'm a little crooked. Okay, there we go. And I'll set it back.
Hey, Don, JT, Soul, Strawberry, Don, Jimmy, Rick, Joanne,
Hey,
Olin,
Olga,
Al,
Don, JT,
Nat K.
Strawberry Soda, Don, Cathcart, Nolan B, Omar, Nat.
If I had already started doing that,
I don't know.
why did you come in and do the same?
I was just trying to help.
Okay. It's your show.
That's what they say.
Hey, AJ.
I can't catch it.
What?
It doesn't show it as well. Over here in the, you can see a little bit. We're starting to get the cloud change for sunset and starting to look very nice. That's not a bad view. Of course, that's
Hey, Richard Watts.
my other house. It's not
yours.
mine, it's Jen's house, but my other house of people. Right there, across the street,
Oh,
just a few feet away.
Audrey, thank you very much. I hope you subscribed, and if you're a newbie,
Yes, anybody, if this is new, for the first time you're watching us live, maybe you're not posting, but you're in the number of 38 people here right now. All newbies get a free gift. That means if you've never seen the show and been able to comment live, then this is your first chance. You're the people we want to give a little gift to, okay? The rest of you people have been
Hey,
coming for a while, and I am so happy you do. And you will enjoy the antics of Rick because I'm already catching a good buzz. All right, so later after the show, I'll be posting something, and I'm going to start with this to get this out of the way. But it's good, but it's sad that I think this is a good thing to share. On my channel, under the community tab, I post information all the time.
Hey, Roy Quitter.
New information. Every household in America is now qualified to get a kit of home COVID test kits, 4 per kit, 1 per household. I'm going to post on my community bulletin board the information for how do you get a kit, okay? This applies to the United States of America, and I know there are others that are outside of this area, but if you're a citizen abroad, you may actually qualify, so you might want to check it out.
I just did it. It was very easy. I just put up it's COVID tests with an s.gov. And
So-
it actually takes you to USPS. You put in your name and address, email address, you place your order, then you get a notification and order number, and when it ships, you get a tracking number.
Well, that's pretty organized. So there you go, folks.
It was I had no problems getting on it.
And here's somebody else, Nancy, Mom, Fam. Isn't that what it says, I think? Already ordered hers. Are you new viewer? That's a long name, and if it's unique to us, maybe you've never watched us live or you've just stayed in the background. Remember, please, we'd love to give you a free gift if you're due. My job told me it's not enough to just call in sick. I have to still go out for an official test. Well, Bourbon Cat, an official test or the government home test kit given to you by the United States of America, I think should be official. So
By the time he gets that test, it's
It
going
hel-
to take up to 3 weeks.
Well, not now. I'm sorry. It's going to be a while, but you at least have it for after you receive it. If you get symptoms, then you take a kit. If you have symptoms and you don't live alone, okay?
So don't wait till
What do you
need
do?
it. You want to have it when
If
need
you
it.
have symptoms and you live with other people, what do? Put a mask on when you're inside as well as when you're somewhere else as required. Starting to get to the point where we get a little bit of a color. I'll turn that on again.
Oh, that's great, Jimmy Rick.
Jamie Rick, I love good news. What did he say?
I think it's his cousin who's 6 months old is getting better and out of ICU.
Oh my gosh, great. It's
Hey, Namal, forgot to say hi.
Hi,
Mr.
Namal.
Dog.
Jimmy Rick, the 6-month-old. I just saw it. Nice sunset. Yeah, it's a pretty view. I'm sure everybody has a nice, if you have clouds, they get a nice color. If not, maybe we have more air pollution here. Because some of the extra color is unfortunately contaminants scattering light to collect energy to then shine with the color that happens to come out. So it could be nitrous oxides, or it could be sulfur oxides, or NOx as we used to call it in the air pollution world. I don't know, and know anybody probably in here has a clue about air pollution? Do you? I have understanding of it, of course, for what I had to do.
Soul said you should have sang with the band Saturday.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
He's in that fart chair.
So I'm glad that they got out. I I'm assuming they played in like December, but they haven't had a lot of gigs since they got back together again.
Hey, Robin.
And then they had to change the guitarist after changing drummers. The guitarist, young guy, he's in the military, Air Force. He's gone. He just had to go and report.
That's Brian's son, right?
Right, Brian's
I thought
son.
he was supposed to be there. So.
Yeah, at one point in time, and this band goes for quite a few years. I'd say it's been around 6 to 8 years in total. You had Brian, my friend from work, his brother Mike on the drums, and then eventually his son Nick on lead guitar, and then you had Patrick singing, of course, the whole time. It's kind of really Patrick's band. He set it up and he started it. So, but except for a couple little flubs on the guitar because he's relearning the stuff, he knows it, but he hadn't played it for years. So, other than that, like one of the songs they did, were doing a Sabbath cover, and the Fairy Boots. He messed up a little bit on the beginning of that song that has Fairy's Got Boots, and Don't You Believe It. Yeah. Patrick? Is this indeed Patrick, my Patrick, or
No, it's
another Patrick?
It's Patrick, not Patrick Nicolucci.
Okay, hey Patrick. I was doing a double take, and then I'm looking at your avatar face, and you look a lot younger than the Patrick I'm talking about. So Patrick and I, after the show, they really didn't hang out as a band, sadly, but after he got his couple of pieces together, he does have a sound processor for vocals, and he has his own special mic, etc. So that's, he carries that himself. So we had a nice chat for a while in my car. It was in my wife's little Honda.
Yeah,
And-
AJ, he always puts his last name up there.
Yeah. And tell you what, he knows music. He really does. We were talking about
ASBJ.
Rick Wakeman, who was in Yes. Hey, rave reviews, thank you very much. Why isn't it a Friday? I don't know what you missed. We had a good one Friday, and then we had the live show Saturday that you can still watch. It didn't get blocked by anybody,
Hey,
thank
Abby.
God. So it is what it is. I put it up there for you all. I don't really count on those being a monetizer because I can't monetize.
Yes,
I
it is,
wish
Mr.
more
Doggy
people
Dog.
would have caught it live. We had around 40 to 50 people at the whole time, but I'd hoped I'd reach more people at the same time live, but at least in the after, in the views after, I got almost 800 views of that show, I think it is right now. So that's certainly respectable for the artist. And then I put an artist up there who just happened to be playing before them, Astral Castle. Kind of like if you did some Sabbath and then you did your own kind of a thing that sort of sounded a little bit like Black Sabbath did. That's their sound. And then a little bit of a newer kind of approaches in terms of riffs from the guitarist. They had nice gear. I think he could turn down the bass just a little bit so the guitar can be heard more. But other than that, I enjoyed it. So they're on there. I think I got like almost 5 minutes of a last song. Richard Watts, hi there. I hope that you're doing well, and I'm glad to have you here tonight. And I am having a good day. Yes, it's been a good day. Earlier I showed, and I'll go back over to this now,
Just stay off.
a friend of the channel created this lovely portrait of me. Yes, I like it a lot too. He goes by the screen name Grise. I wish he would pop on. I sent him a message to thank him for it, and then I
He also
received it.
sent us some
Oh, he also made some cloth masks.
with hotel
Yeah, yeah.
theme. They're cool looking.
They're cool looking. It was the hotel theme. So hold on to this. You were bad, sick. I'm so sorry, man. Where is he? Where is he? Richard Watts. The last 2 weeks were bad. So
It's
my
better now.
just a cold flu, I hope. But if it could have been an Omicron, but look at this cloth mask. Hey, it's reinforced with a piece of metal here on the nose. Oh, this smells lovely in here too.
And it has motel like right across your
Yeah,
nose.
see? Motel.
And it has part of a map.
Yeah, it's cool as
It
shit.
is.
That is cool as shit, man.
We'll have to use that on our trip to Florida.
Yes, I like this much better than. I lost both my hearing aid units. They have these others that are so small. The hearing aid goes all the way in your ear. And it's the whole deal.
No, it does not smell like ADR.
No, it smells much nicer. It even has different layers.
Yeah, there's at least.
He's got the metal reinforcement in here. And
It's a
I
heavy
tell you
material.
what,
And
it's made
definitely
beautifully.
2 layers, but
Fully-
it's not a thin material.
Fully stitched.
And then it has those vents, whatever you want to call them.
I don't know if he makes enough of these to want to sell them.
It is a nice mask.
I'll have to ask him if he'd either want to just do it himself, fine, or if he would consider letting us add it as an item to the store.
Don't even get into that right
Well, anybody interested? You still there? Okay, wait a minute, I forgot something. I'm glad I got off quick. Got lucky. Man, I got lucky on
now.
that
If
one.
it comes back,
Okay, well, I will be talking to Grizz about these masks and see what he might want to do. I mean, I'd be happy to just let him, I don't know, help you to get one somehow without it being a gain for us, something like that. So that could make it easier for him. So we'll talk about that with Grizz. I got a couple things to talk with Grizz
uplifting
now.
siren. Hello there, Pink Harlequin.
Yes, it was a nice mask, I know. I don't like the mask need, unfortunately, but... And remember, and some people forget, unless you're wearing an N95 or better mask, when you wear a mask, you're really protecting everybody else from you.
Well, that's what they've said the whole time.
Well, some people talk about these masks don't protect us, and they get a kind of a thing going like it. People have been deluded to wear them. It's been an act of love to wear the mask because you are taking responsibility for your droplets. That's what's coming out of your nose and mouth when you cough and sneeze. And the virus is attached to this material. So you put your snot into little pellets and shoot it out like a fucking shotgun. Do you understand? Now, that's how you spread it, other than direct contact. You know, you put your mandibles up your nose and you touch something. That's how you spread it. I'm sorry it's gross, it's the reality. So if you stop it, and some people are getting into this, so I'm trying to make it a little funny. If you sneeze in here, or even if you sneeze and cough
In your elbow.
in your own elbow, that's called etiquette. They applied it to sneeze etiquette, but it could be cough etiquette as well. If you ever see people do that and you wonder what the hell is wrong with them, that's what they're actually doing. They're trying to control their droplets from spreading. So that's all we're asking everybody to do is control your own droplets from spreading. Wow, did somebody just have a mind thing that went,
Only you, honey.
because when you realize what the mask is intended to do, that simple understanding, shed off all of the bad vibes that have been attached to that message. You see, it's just asking for you to show an act of love to others. And that's my good thoughts for everybody today. The end. I almost violate my own rule when I talk about any incendiary topic, but these masks, they're so attractive. It opened up the door. Now I closed it. So what else can I tell you about? Yeah, I could always do that. Somebody said pack a bowl, but what else did I hear?
Yeah, I know me. What time did you get up today, honey?
I didn't get out of bed till 11:58. I know. Well, I went to bed and probably to sleep about 1:30.
You and I both went up at the same time.
About that.
I got out of bed before 8 o'clock.
Right.
And I left the house at 11.
Oh, how about that Saturday? Oh, what happened?
Saturday Live ADR.
Right.
Read the whole thing, honey.
I know. So, of course, this Saturday, time to be determined, but I'm going to try around 9 o'clock, something like that. Not too late, but not too early. And make a final selection and go to some hopefully god-awful place with a smoking room. And thanks to Mr. Doggy Dog, I have a new crazy tool to use, a sponge forceps. I showed the last time they were this long. So I have those to come with me. I have an air quality machine. It measures the quality, both in number of
Martian.
particles of particulate and also in terms of volatile chemicals. So it'll be there. And black light. I have a very decent black light. She wants to shoot me because I'm talking about what I'm doing Saturday that people are interested to hear about, aren't you?
You can tell them. I'm shooting you for going on about other stuff. Did I get you?
Yeah. All right, that's all. Farts.
That's you in the chair.
Yeah, that's
Hey, Tesla.
so Tesla and all you guys. This is a low-end leather or it's pleather covered chair. It's got some years to it as well.
It's pretty old.
Remember my sister June? Remember the funny telephone calls? This was her chair. So let's have a little bit of a moment of silence in honor of my loving sister. Her name isn't Moist Pleather, but her name was June Rose. You shot the tripod.
No, I didn't. So you get a another one.
Ah, she got it on the middle of the belly this time. It's not a farting chair. My God, I keep forgetting that you all keep talking about that,
No, I
William
asked
Clements.
today. I said, "Are you going to sit in the farting chair?"
Yes. Hey, thank you, Jimmy Rick, for rest in peace on my sister. I found some
That's
new,
right, SBJ.
some footage I had of my sister from 2007 on video that, and she looked a lot better at that point in time in her life. So, you know, what was that? She died in 19, so that would have been 12 years before she died in 19. So,
I lost what you were talking about.
well, so she was about 60 at that point in time.
Okay.
So my sister also, when she turned 60, she thought that she was turning 59. She had forgotten to count it or something or other, and she stayed at 58 for 2 years. And all of a sudden she was 60, and she was like, oh shit, I'm 60. I'm not 59. Oh, damn, I can't believe this. My poor sister. Oh my God. And I got 70 people in the room and I got 40 likes. If you remember, I like you to please like me.
Hey,
So
Oopsie.
that's the only cost to you is to use your fingers and step out of the chat, click like, and step back in. Just a couple of fingers. I appreciate every finger move you do. Thank you. I love you all. I
How
love
many
your
years older
fingers.
was June than you?
62 to 72 minus 2, 8.
Oh, wait, okay.
Yeah, only 8 years older. Not a whole lot of years older.
Well, yesterday.
She should have still been around.
Yesterday.
Fucking cancer. Go ahead.
No, never mind.
Why don't you finish the statement? I stopped talking.
I was just going to say how I went out and I met an old friend of mine.
Oh, yes, you did.
I probably hadn't seen him in about 8 to 10 years. It's been that
Yes,
long.
yes.
We met at a place called Looney's. We had a couple drinks and a little bit of food. It was really great talking to him.
And then they brought home, or she brought home, the leftover of something they were nibbling on, a crab pretzel. It really had crab meat on it, let me tell you. And then, of course, it was a creamy kind of a filling with lots of cheddar. Oh, one of the best crab pretzels I've ever had, I have to say. Usually I don't even want to go for a crab pretzel because it's like you're just getting
Cream cheese.
cream sauce on crappy pretzel. And then she got some shrimp bangers. You know, they're the
You asked for banging shrimp. and that's
shrimp
what I
bangers.
ordered.
They're a fried shrimp that is in a spicy Asian style kind of a sauce.
Sure, SBJ.
So
What'd
good.
you
But
get
then
tossed out
unfortunately
for?
I ate a tail shell. They didn't clean the tails off, just the rest of it, so they probably bought them that way. So then I realized after eating the first tail that you don't want to do that. Creamy filling. It could have been Rick's mayonnaise,
No,
but
it was not.
it was not. It was made by the chef. So it was chef's mayonnaise sauce with extra
Well,
chunks.
A crab pretzel is like a big soft pretzel, and then it's topped with crab dip, and then it's baked.
Hey, headlines. Rick eats tails. Details at 11. Da, 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 da. Breaking news. Rick's pipe is empty. Ah. So sad.
Yeah, probably probably is.
Okay, that's
a
better.
Maryland thing.
What's that?
Crab pretzels.
Yeah.
Must be a Maryland thing.
Yeah.
Don said, as long as you don't eat heads.
I removed the heads. I do it this way.
Ow.
Oh, boy. I'm talking about shrimp, of course, right? Everybody on the same page? I was biting off fish, the shrimp head. You know how shrimp come with, they actually have a whole body. It's a head, a body, and a tail.
Freak me out.
We have crawfish. We call them something else up here, but we do have crawfish. We call them actually cray, C-R-A-Y fish, and not C-R-A-W fish. So we get crayfish in freshwater streams. When they were cleaner, you had a lot more. Now I'm sure there's hardly any because of the pollution from runoff from parking lots of shopping facilities and backyards and the guy who sprays all the chemical in your yard and the drippage from your car, the oil, the gasoline, the brake fluid, the whatever, all that stuff going into the water, and then you go fish. And you think I am gross.
Bourbon.
I don't fish. I eat my fish directly from the store. You know, instead of having to go through the
Oh, I
casting
remember those crabs escaping from the pot when I was a kid. They were on the kitchen floor and you had to run. Get out of the way.
Yeah, we'll steam shrimp, but crabs, I think that you buy them pre-steamed is the smartest way to go. Plus, I don't want to see what really happens to them. You know, the shrimp you get when you steam it, it's raw, but it's already been torn apart.
Yeah. Well, one time in Texas, anyway, they brought shrimp home. I was going to fix them, and I looked at them, and it's the first time I ever saw a shrimp with a head on it.
So you're saying the crayfish didn't survive in the pond?
It was a crab.
Crab. Well, that's too bad.
Andrew, I think I may have, because isn't that what some of these new plant burgers are made from? The meat's made in the lab?
Well, they call it a lab. That's kind of a far stretch. It's in a food processing facility. You want to call that a lab? I mean, they've been doing things with food in food processing. I guess you could call it laboratory science, really. I mean, what do you think they do to create hot dogs? Just think of that. A homogeneous meat inside of a casing. What is it from? Probably has chicken and their nails and their feathers and their eyelids and everything else. So that's chicken.
That I've liked.
Get everything in there.
Beyond burgers and stuff.
Assholes and lips and vaginas and scrotums, and you get all kinds of stuff in there. And the government allows for so many thousands of those pieces of fragments to be in our food. As long as they're not metal and glass, they don't like that. But they'll let you get all kinds of pollutants in you. And of course, pesticides, Roundup, whatever, some of us, I think at night, if you catch the right moment when you fart, part of your body actually lights up and glows. It's like some kind of an efflorescence of a type of bacteria in your large intestines or in your small intestines that just makes you go, woo! Michael Lutz is back!
Wow.
Mike! Thank you very much, Micah. 69.
That's Rick's favorite number.
All tips are appreciated, but Michael Lutz, he's a professional at the giving now. And thank you very much for, we not only can we pay off the mortgage this month, but we're eating. We just got some food too. So thank you, Michael, very much for helping to feed and give us shelter for the month.
Buys Rick's pot.
Oh, am I supposed to be sending him pot for all these donations? Is that?
No, his money buys your pot.
Oh,
He buys
you, oh, yeah. The last weed I bought, I used money from a gift that I got from Christmas time.
You used your mom's gift to buy it.
How did you have to say who gave it to me? No, Andrew Gordon, Rick Serra Star is a for-profit operation. We have some of the lowest profit of any company in America that claims that they have a company. So I'm just that a bar above being turned into a hobby and told that I can't even do it anymore. So no, the store does not make us millionaires yet. Maybe after you go shop there at ricksarastar.com and buy a new shirt, we have several new designs just waiting to be bought in almost every size you can have. And in at least
That's
15
pretty good,
different
Michael.
colors. And you could pick different designs. We have one like I'm wearing for just
Nothing
the
near
channel.
that, Andrew.
We have two for Cocktail Hour with Rick. We have a second one for just the channel. We have one for Another Odd Place. We have one for Shopping with Rick.
I think maybe SBJ.
We have one for Motel Chicken Time. So there's quite a few choices, plus little other things. But you don't know unless you go to ricksarastar.com and take a peek. It's free to look.
Well, that's always free's always good, Dr. Namal.
Now, you know that, of course, Rick Serra Star is not only my store, it is my website. So you can find, if you didn't know or forgot, email link, and then links to all of the social media platforms that I defecate
Hey, that's
upon.
not a bad idea, Third Martian.
I have Twitter, where nobody cares
Right.
about me. Yeah.
Third Martian said Rick Serra is an independent religious organization, aka a cult.
A cult.
You can go tax exemption.
Wow. I could be like another group, but I'm not going to guarantee you have your own planet. I'm sorry, that's not going to happen. Your own planet or your own star, I don't know what it was. Something out in space that apparently you all have one of those. If you got totally clear.
No Kool-Aid, just vodka.
So clear, you're like the best vodka out there. That kind of clear. That's what I mean for clear. And that's not what they mean about clear, but I think that they do drink. There's no rule that says you can't drink. It just, they don't drink a lot, actually. I might ride away on a comet.
Hey, potato, mine's next month.
Or maybe somebody will stick a rocket up my ass and I'll just fly to the moon.
All you have to do is fart and you're go.
All I have to do is take, you know, those little starters you use for a small propane torch, little sparker.
Hey, Steve, super.
All I need is a sparker at the right time. I cut one. Phew. I'm going to at least go a couple 100 yards. I'm not sure if I can make it to the moon. A couple 100 yards, yeah. But when I come down, that hurts, man. It really does. So I kind of don't like to do it anymore. I'm getting old. Yeah, they used to call me Sparky in the old neighborhood. Everybody would get their Bic and they'd try to see how big of a gas plume they could create while I stood there and allowed them to have access to my jean-covered ass and shoot They used to use measuring tapes.
Good night, Athlad. See you
Aflad,
Friday.
hey, peace, man. Yeah, they used to use a measuring tape. They'd lay it on the ground, see how far it would go. And then you'd stick a piece of rebar in the ground and bang it in with a sledgehammer, a little 5-pound sledgehammer, to, mark the location of that spot.
You need to move that tripod
To where?
that way. The whole thing over a little bit.
Oh no, I'm leaving it right where it is then. Because apparently this is giving Darlene a little difficulty in shooting me. So it is a built-in defense, but it's not impregnable. There, she got me. See? You just have to move. You like when you can just sit there anywhere you are relaxing and just pew, 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 pew. Rick, I can't wait for you to say another one so I can have another excuse. Pew, 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 pew. She loves to shoot me with those little darts. It's her little satisfaction for not just now, but anything since the last show where she's bottled it up and just waiting. I'll start with like 4 or 5 right at his forehead. It's about what I have to put up with. So it is now 41 minutes into the program. We have 69 people in the room. 63 have clicked like. That's very good.
Oh, Third Martian, do they hurt more?
Oh, it sounds like they might.
Uh-huh.
Airsoft or worse, huh? Do airsoft fit in the same size shooter for a Nerf? Hell yeah, they do. Oh no! So 69, yeah. Do you have a date tonight, Michael? Or just, it's, once a year, you and the wife, you make love and have whoopee.
You better wake your dog
And
or
you
you're
know
gonna
what?
go in your pants.
Tonight's the night! Tonight's the night! That's an old joke. I don't know if anybody ever heard that one, but whatever.
Now, I really don't want to hurt him. I wouldn't put anything harder in here.
Ah, that tastes good tonight, don't you know that?
Well, good for you. What is it?
Just, old granddad.
You would drink some of that Crown Royal. Your mother hasn't touched it.
No, I did when I ran out before.
Okay.
So this is better than that. Exquisite. If you like a better bourbon, it certainly steps up with most of the big boys as far as I'm concerned. It's better than Jim Beam. It's more like the Knob Creek level of bourbons, or Bullet, something like that. But you don't find it. Or Wild Turkey. That's not bad either. I like a bourbon that's got a little bit of a sweeter end after it. It's almost like I'm drinking something sweet. And that's just a teeny bit of filtered water with the ice in a rocks glass. Yeah. I'll have to get up and get one in a minute. So I know there's a couple bourbon drinkers in the chat room. We've talked about that before. That's one I never can get into. Southern Comfort, I always found that was okay for making a drink.
You want me to fix that?
Yeah, a little more ice and about just up to where the end of these are. And then
You
just
want the booze that high and then
the
everything
booze
else?
that high and then a little bit of ice and water. So Southern Comfort, I just think it's a little too sweet. But it is supposed to be a liqueur, basically. You know that, right? I liked, if you're going to go in that direction, I like something that I can't even find anymore. It was called Jeremiah weed. Did anybody ever have the luck of having any of that? That is sweet. Yes, it is. Jeremiah weed is sweet too, but it's sweet, but it is very more aromatic you just like to fist yourself or to fist yourself? Or was Jeremiah a bullfrog? He was a good friend of mine, and we always liked to drink his wine. And because he always had fine wine. And happy joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea. And joy to you and me. If I were the king of the world, I'd tell you what I do. I don't know. I forget it was something. Something, the something, and the something, and the something. Make sweet love to you. And Rick's demonetized again.
What did you do?
I just sang a few words of.
You did?
The old ice cube down the shirt trick.
At least I didn't put it in the back.
Thank you.
It would have been harder to get.
That's true. Thank you, Potato. That was a strange inflection of the voice.
Did you show him your shirt?
I actually didn't show the whole shirt. You want to try to help me? You stand over here. You stand behind there. And loosen,
Stand up straight.
loosen the little pole.
I don't have to, it's moving.
Okay.
That's Soul's design,
Yes,
everybody.
This is the Another Odd Place t-shirt. And I'm working on a video right now. It's going to be part 2 of the Gomper School. I don't know who might have watched Gomper School. I have a whole playlist of videos for Another Odd Place. And I only have a small number of views, so I'm sure a lot of you guys, if you're looking at the 10,000 plus people I have subscribed on this channel, you haven't seen them.
You need to fix
So
this
give
so
it
you
a-
can come back to the
Give
front
the series a try. Last week, it's not Trip Fun.
That was an earthquake. That was an earthquake in Maryland.
Was it?
Yeah, get that off me.
Oh,
See, that's what you get.
that's what you get for not letting it be. I got half of my
Hey, Pam, hello there.
half of my drink on the floor.
That wasn't half of it.
I know. If it was, I'd really be crying.
Thanks, J-Tay. It's just a sweatshirt.
Let's see.
What?
I think it's more of a kind of a nice texture
Yeah, but it's a-
built into it. I know it's a sweatshirt, but I like how it's got that built in, that applique look almost. Oh, there he is. My handsome self.
We're doing good, Pam. Dan Bell is live on Instagram. Where is he? Is he in Miami or is he in Maryland?
Oh, God, whatever. Anybody wish to go over and remind him Rick's?
I want to make a difference.
Whatever.
I want to make a difference.
I don't know why he does
Hey,
this.
13. I'm
So-
glad you liked it.
Whatever. He has done it again. So, fuck you, Dan, for streaming. Why I am streaming. You only know I do this twice a week. You only know exactly when. But instead of just waiting till I was done, you had to fucking start streaming on Instagram. I don't give a shit. Nobody's watching you anyway. They're all over here, Dad. Poo-poo to you.
Stop being a little baby. So Rick showed him his T-shirt, and it's the sketch that you did of Another Odd Place.
Yes,
There's the
so,
whole back.
yes. Lovely design. Kind of a whimsical, straightforward folding in of just, the paranormal and the UFO. And the only thing left beyond that is the supernatural or just a phenomena beyond our understanding.
Al, you're welcome to crash for a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to be as generous for a couple months. And if you have that much snow, you're not close to us. Oh, is Don leaving? Good night, Don.
Don,
Mr.
peace, man.
Adventure.
Thank you for being around. Don, who's up in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of very cold, freezing forests.
Yeah, Bo's behind me now. Hey, Potato, that's just my excuse for being clumsy.
Yes, we planned it. It was all part of the original script for this episode. All right, let's see. Yes, it is, I guess.
Hey, Coach Transformer.
More than meets the eye. Transformers. Robots in the skies. So I was looking on new releases on Prime and on Netflix. Hello there, Mr. Adventure. Or like the Odd Couple.
Wow, it's a lot of snow, JT.
Mr. Adventure asks, how does it work with us
How does what work with us?
that we still are together?
I have a lot of patience.
I've invested a lot of time. I don't want to have to get used to somebody else. And it's going to be hard to find somebody to get used to me at all.
Well, Pam, we'll probably get down there at the same time.
So my motivation is basically who else would want me? I'm lucky I got this good. So I'm just going to hold on to
what you got.
what I got and be satisfied that I already got a queen. Okay, how was that? Transformers got just in case. Oh yeah, well, yes, the Transformers. Did you know that the Decepticons are trying to take over? And they're trying to kill all of you.
Good
So
night,
what are you
Uncle
going to
Siren.
do? How are you going to beat that? These Decepticons, man, are really, really
Rap reviews
powerful.
saying,
Hey, Dan is on here telling us to watch you. Oh!
well, thank you,
Michael
Lutz.
Lutz again. This is for Darlene for just putting up with Rick. Well, Dan, I take it all back because look at that. He became aware that he was on at the same time, and he's asking you to go over here. Maybe he will join us now. That would be nice to see Dan pop
And Dan
on.
is on.
Dan is in here now.
Yes. This
Dan
is
Bell, good evening, sir.
Rick's cocktail hours and hours.
Hours and hours. Well, we're up to 53 minutes of this 90-minute program, scheduled for 90 minutes. Welcome back to the shitty city.
Hey, Muffin.
How are your little baby
Oh, wait a
boy
minute.
and girl?
Is he back home?
He is here somewhere. Local, yes.
Oh, so you knew that earlier today.
A fan mentioned it. So I was on a stream watching Sal. Sal, who's the X-Logs, I'm so sorry, on YouTube. And Dan was pissed I was on at the same time. Well, then we're back to normal, Rabe. Thank you very much for that extra
Like
tip.
Nick Galucci says.
So
thanks for
Sal
joining.
Amadeo, right. So Sal was streaming. He was walking through a dead mall.
He wants to know if you were podcasting tonight.
I could possibly be podcasting depending on if Dan can recover from his anger and is fit. Then I could.
Oh, thanks for letting me know,
I could
Dan.
certainly do a podcast with you. So don't worry. It's all cool. You just forgot that this is the normal programming hour, right? There you go. It's okay. I already cussed you out for being live on Instagram. What the fuck is wrong with him? He knows that we're on at this time.
Can we get off that subject?
I'm just fucking with him because he's in the room. So what the hell? So let people enjoy it.
Jen, that's hard for me to say.
So this I want to show everybody again because Dan wasn't here. Here's the latest creation by a fan.
Hey, Boston wins.
A new portrait of myself. Cocktail Hour with Rick. So, what do you think, Dan? This guy's like Picasso, don't you think? Rabe, here's one for you and here's one for Dan. All right, Dan, I owe you $1. I'll give it to you when I see you. Minus the usual fees. So yeah, I'm pouring the wine on my wee-wee apparently, because that's what I think about wine. It's not worth drinking. Give me beer or give me bourbon. I'm not a big wine drinker, but it's okay. I mean, I like wine occasionally. I don't hate
You can
wine,
drink almost anything.
but I don't go out and buy
See new.
bottles of wine and find out what is the best, Chablis or blah, blah, blah.
Oh, man, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, it had a bitten piece of Irish spring soap, yes. Yeah, he put a little bit of extra into this one. I liked
I
it.
agree, Pink.
So the office is getting more and more beautiful with this art. I'm going to move some things around and put these pieces together that they really do deserve to be together. Don't you think, hon?
Yes.
And they'll be over near my workstation instead of yours. Isn't
Well, that's
that
where
fine?
you have wall space.
Okay. Yeah, she doesn't really want to have my face as interpreted by this young artist. I kind of don't know if that's me. To me, I get. Who does it look like to you? I mean, I can accept, of course, the facial shape. At least I don't have 3 chins.
Yeah, you did okay with that.
The last time, the artist drew me with multiple extra cheeks of fat coming down. I had one here, and then I had a second one, and then I had one at the chest. Yeah, I really did. It was, I should get that one and put it side by side. There's Rabe again. Thank you very much. You only get 65 cents. Here's more. I don't know how much it would be, but it's immaterial. Descend into the absurd. Wait a minute. Thank you very much. Let's look at this one. Oops. Thank you and Darlene for the laughs. You are the naughty, in a good way, uncle I never had. Yeah, I'm not seriously going to perv on anybody, but I have a dirty little mind and I can make you laugh if you have one as well. Yes, I can. And that's where Darlene gets the chance to shoot me with the darts. Are you going to get the other one for me?
If I can find it.
It's right above the printer. Oh, good. We have like an art show brought to you by Rick Serra, only on YouTube.
Same artist, Rick.
Please subscribe and click the bell. Now this harkens to both myself and to Dan Bell.
Hey, Dave Wright from Tenerife is on here.
Wow.
David. Hey,
Dave Wright.
Is
Hey,
Kim with
Dave. Yay. I got somebody from Tenerife. God bless you, Dave. You still running? He started a few years ago and has been doing marathons. Of course,
Pre-COVID.
subject to pre-COVID, yeah.
He was doing them.
All right. Thank you, Michael. I will do that. And then another one. I missed that one somehow. It came before.
Well,
All in favor of Rick telling life stories on a podcast? Well, I have before. I told
well,
Doozy,
Michael, thank you so
I'd
much.
be usually will. I have let's see what time it is.
He's
Yes.
not running as much.
Nirmal left, didn't she? Oh, she's back? Thought I said she was heading off. I have something I'm going to do. I'm going to have to print it out. Shit. Because I'm at a disadvantage being able to read it.
What? I didn't think you left them all.
Her thing that she wrote for me. Oh well, I'm going to have to get it out, be prepared. I'll do it next time.
Okay.
But Nirmal
Thank you,
Singh
Potato.
created a nice little story in a inspired moment. Let's put it that way. An inspired moment. Right, Nirmal? We don't have to say anything else. She was truly inspired, and she created a very funny story. I think it was funny. It was a cute funny instead of it being a raunchy funny like we're used to on Dan Bell the podcast
Coming at you, Mr.
and
Adventure.
Rick's Erotica. So this really didn't fit Rick's Erotica exactly, so it didn't make it.
She's writing a sequel.
Oh, well, if you could send them as email to me, that would make it so much easier. I think you did one time. She wrote the one to me in an email. So do it again. And then I'll print those out or have Darlene help me print out a nice clean copy to read. And then I'll add for a couple of these cocktail hours, I'll play or say read through half of each one if it's allowable by time, because they're fairly. Thank you. That sounds good. So we'll do a series of readings on successive episodes, so people have to come back to hear the next chapters. I still have it on them. Yeah, see this thing? I wondered what that meant. To me, it looks like I have extra fat around my neck. Really round. Now, Dan, he doesn't have any extra fat. And look at Dan. I have moobs growing. Moobs, man boobs. He just has two little nipples. No, he looks smaller than me. It's like I am twice as large.
Stop being jealous.
I'm just saying, I think that the scale was a little different.
Well, thanks for telling her business, Jimmy Rick.
Oh, what did he say?
Shaylee Cohen can't be here. She honestly had to go get a pap smear.
Well, I'm glad you do that. She's not here to hear that, but women, you lovely people, do go to the doctor and get your periodic screenings as recommended, please. Your families need
Hey,
you.
Deborah and Neil, how are you?
Your husbands, lovers, whatever need you. So please, you got to get mammograms.
Deborah Estabrook and Neil Dawson are in the same room.
Wow, that's great. Neil and what was her first name? Donna?
You asked me when I always go past it.
I'm sorry.
I believe it was Donna.
Welcome. A couple. Gloria, Carrie, thank you for your yearly screening. Thank you very much. Happy New Year. Oh, Cotmore, gob sheets
I got a
and me
mammogram
text.
coming up Thursday, I believe it is.
Yeah.
Hey,
Mammogram.
Bobby the Desert World Walker. Hello
And
there.
pap smears and self-exams. And, I used to say that I'd be happy to assist with self-exams if you don't know how. I have very sensitive fingers. So, ouch! I guess by my wife doing that, she's not as supportive as I would like to be to share my dexterity capabilities.
You know why?
Why?
Because it's all in your head, not in your hand.
Oh, are you saying that by past experience? Oh, they go way back here.
Went down into the chair.
Oh, shit. And where does it go? Oh, it goes down and out. So now
No, he cannot, Andrew.
it's falling out. What does Andrew want?
Can Rick give a live mammogram check? Andrew, I'd hit you with a dart if you were here.
Look, I could start to do a periodic internal exam. And it would go something like this. Hello, ma'am. How are you tonight? Fine. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to undress and put your legs into the leg holders, whatever
They're
they're
called stirrups.
Stirrups. So it's not a horse, but put your legs into stirrups. Thank you. Stop giving yourself a prostate exam. Especially while the broadcast is going on anyway. Is that what you thought I was doing when I was looking for that dart in my chair? Okay, so I'll come back after you get undressed and etc. There's a little call button you push,
That's
and
right,
it'll
Lita.
announce to me that you're ready. So I step out in the hallway.
He's got those sausage fingers.
I'm the gynecologist. So I come back in, and the lady's there, and she's in her area. The curtain's pulled in the exam room she's in. I come in and I say, "Okay, very good. So you're ready. Let's begin the examination." Of course, I don't have any MD or any certification to do this, so I don't know how I got in here.
Hey, no.
I just happened to go in and put on a doctor's coat, and it looked like I was really a doctor. So ouch! No, I'm talking about what happened really here in this story. So
Thanks, Brave.
I'm not prepared for this, but this woman has no clue I'm about to do an uncertified review of her private area. She happens to have a very beautiful vulva. Her labia are like delicate flower petals. And I say to her,
You need to stop.
no, keep loading. I say to her, stop. That's ridiculous. I didn't feel anything. So before I begin the exam, would you like a little numbing agent to take care of an incidental pain? Yes, I would. Okay, let me come over and apply the numbing agent. Num 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 num. Ouch! I don't like all these blue things over here. Gosh. So, you never heard of that one before, I hope. That was a brother's.
Annabelle said disgusting.
My brother gave me that joke. Lita B for the numbing agent, thank you. This one's for Dolly Sanity. Thank you, Gloria. Well, you know, it just occurred that I could use that joke, and this was a perfect opportunity. So there, that was one just sitting back there in the nest waiting to pull it out, and finally had a chance to pull it out. Oh, sounds like I'm talking about a premature evacuation.
I'm trying to catch up. Just don't talk.
Did you know it was Sade's birthday the other day? I think 2 days ago. You know, I didn't know. She was born.
Did you see?
I read both of them.
Okay.
She was born in 1959. So was I. She was born in January. Of course, I'm October, if you didn't know, October the 7th. So when it's my birthday, make sure you ask for the box number. Yes, you can ship me gifts. Thank you in advance. As long as they're nothing that will go bad. I've received one of my best gifts ever, coal for Christmas. So, thank you so much. That was a beautiful gift. It reminded me of my childhood. I don't know. Are you all right? I'm doing pretty good tonight. It feels good.
How's that feel?
It was shocking. Apocalypse Jen, hello. I see that you had. Here's a tip. Thank you, and you get the rest when you come to my CH.
Channel.
Oh, Humble Home. Sometime for a one-on-one interview with Sir Rick, a Saturday night special. I won't have necessarily something every Saturday night after we head back down to Florida, but I do like to get together with my friends who work all week. They actually work all week instead of are retired like me. But we could hook up. I would be happy to be on your channel. However you would like that to be. I don't know if you are going to use some video connection system.
There's a lover, you can't worry about it.
I sure hope my home housekeeper put the garbage can out because the truck's here. I hate when that happens. You're not quite sure for the trash pickup. And was I supposed to put it out? What?
They asked if that was a red rocket behind you.
Oh my God.
Thanks, Robert Hughes.
What do you think? What is it? Anybody?
The vacuum cleaner. If he doesn't knock down the house.
Yeah, it's a red rocket, all right. There, let's get that out of the view. I was thinking of moving it before I started the show, and then I forgot that quickly.
Now, tonight you do have to put the trash out.
Yes, it is trash night tonight. Yes, that's one thing we do have. After the show is over, I have a last chore every Tuesday, and that's to put out the refuse.
And I have to fix dinner and then clean up the mess.
So I'll put out the trash after she finishes her clearing and throwing away. Yes, it is a dirt devil. and it's got a nice little
Yes, he does, Soul.
clear reservoir to collect the dirt. We bought a nice rug, we thought, but it's wool. Well, what does that mean? It sheds wool all the time. So this is what we have on the floor. All this. So that's why we have that. Suck it up. I mean, it does a really good job, and it's
Certainly is, Dwayne.
easy to use. So that's a win-win. Chicken dinner and all that shit. Oh my God. You know, Jimmy, I didn't even think about that. We could put that in baggies
Oh, no, you
and
can't.
say that it is what you just said, Rick pubes, and we'll sell them on the store. Who wants to buy Rick pubes?
Don't anybody say yes.
I'll get Donaldine to make a real nice looking label and put it on each bag, or maybe we'll get some kind of a fancy looking container like a test tube thing. Jimmy, Rick wants it. Oh my God, a collector's item, Rick's pubes, and it's really the wool shedding off our rug. Michael. Okay, here he is. Works well with asbestos, just vacuum it up, no mask required.
Apocalypse Jen, I have trouble with that worker. Ooh, just like Rick's ex-friend who collected pubes at work. And
Oh, I love that. Lovely story.
And you got Michael, right?
Yeah, so Michael, thank you again. And of course, but you know, the asbestos, seriously, I probably did experience exposure to asbestos dust. It's almost guaranteed if you're working in the setting of the removal jobs.
Oh, Kimber, I'm sorry you have pneumonia. I hope
Oh,
you take
no.
care of that.
I hate that P pneumonia. I hope you get well soon. Take it easy. Drink the fluids. It does starve your body of energy. So rest. And hopefully it goes through in a quick course with a good antibiotic. I'm seeing echoes of the same through the room. Thank you. No, thank you, Rick. I'll pass. Okay, Romeo, you know, your answer is the best answer because I wouldn't buy it myself if I was one of you. Ridiculous.
Black Bed of Roses. What's your favorite ADR episode and will you be doing more after COVID? You happen to be doing a live ADR this coming Saturday.
Yes. We will be pushing this again Friday night. I'll be posting it and popping it up on social media. So if you see my message and you're willing, share it. So maybe you can help me to get out in front of more eyes. I will hope that I can implore Dan that he might even share it. But
Well, Jimmy.
another Dirty Room live with Rick Serra and Steve Seabode, my webmaster, webpage creator, and the one who manages our
And
merchandise.
Dan did approve it.
And it's been approved by Dan. So we are doing this Saturday, this weekend, the 22nd. I will be posting a link with opening up a stream early, so you'll be able to get into the room. So again, please, you see the notifications, share them. Let's try to get a good turnout. And hopefully we'll see some things that are totally horrendous and we can laugh our asses off together. So that's it. This isn't the thing you want. You want another Dirty Room as created by Dan Bell. So do I. So does Dan. So to answer the question just posed, Dan's plan is to do a Kickstarter campaign coming up soon to try to fund for us to shoot. I believe it would be South Carolina, the location of the original motel that created the idea for the series Another Dirty Room. The one that became known for the shots as part of the trailer, they were from that location. Then we will be going west, and I mean pretty far. We're going to drive basically across the country to Las Vegas, Nevada, Reno, Nevada. We're going to do some ghost hunting or urbexing as well. Some of this will all be live streamed. Of course, the Another Dirty Room will be recorded and edited for the release of season 4. So this is all coming up. Likely in the next weeks, you'll see something from Dan about the Kickstarter campaign. He may even start talking about it in the near future. But this was the plan as of him going to vacation, that he wanted to set all that for later. He needed just to have a break, so he did. He got his great vacation behind him now. I hope he's fully energized and ready to go. For more raw chicken licking in a dirty motel mini fridge. You never know what you'll find. But if you like that concept so much, get a t-shirt. We have Motel Chicken Time t-shirts. We really do. Also coming after that will be Rick's ADR, where I do behind the scenes video, which I have put together several times prior. I hope that you'll enjoy my offerings for that. I may put out offerings for the whole shebang. I may do a couple, maybe one for South Carolina alone, maybe one for Las Vegas and Reno, maybe another for some other
Do
purpose.
you happen to know what season or episode the Motel Chicken was?
Well, it was season 3, and it was the last episode.
Hey, Stephanie Short, hello there.
No, wait a minute. It was the last episode for the West Virginia locations. So I don't know what episode that is, but we did West
No, the one
Virginia.
was
Oh yeah,
spooky
we
one?
did that West Virginia after we went to New Orleans. So right, so it's
I'm glad you're back, Don.
Buffalo, New York, and then it's New Orleans, Louisiana, and then it's West Virginia. So yes, the last episode of season 3 is Motel Chicken Time. I have to look at the shit myself. I don't have a, what do you call it, a photographic memory of everything, Another Dirty Room. You're excused, go take a whiz. If you want to, you can take the phone in your bathroom and still watch. You don't have to type. You know, we'd rather you not. We don't want you to make a mess. Well, if she's going to talk about she's going to go for a whiz, excuse me. But I said, no problem. You're totally excused. A little bit kinky.
I don't know.
So I got over
Everywhere.
100 likes in here. You all are great, and we have 102 people in the room. So we are getting close to the end. I'm sorry to make you aware, but that is the case. We are coming up to the 85th minute of this 90-minute program. I think it's been a pretty good episode. I think we've had good time. Thank you to all of you. Thank you to all of the super chatters. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for the interaction. Anybody that was here for the first time, and if you haven't done so, please write us. We want you to send us an email with your name and your mailing address so we can send you a little gift. That goes to rick.adr@aol.com. And Nirmal, would you like to put up the post for Discord? A Discord was created for Cocktail Hour with Rick. I understand that there is a Xlog Discord, and that Sal is on there almost every day. He appears on and he chats with people about the different things that he is working on or has done. So Discord, it's a great place for adults to play,
We
chat.
can't hang late today, Michael. I'm sorry. I gotta get that dinner started.
Yeah,
and Rick has a podcast to do.
And if Dan wants us to podcast, I have to be prepared to do that. Love you too, hey Meow. How are you? Sorry you're late. You work till 6. And definitely, Kimber, we send our love and prayers to you. Fight that crappy pneumonia, the P pneumonia kind. I really hate that P pneumonia. It's an old joke. I don't know if anybody knows that.
It's not even funny.
It's not even funny. All right, well, it used to be funny years and years ago. But that's why I'm old and many of you are young. There's a link for Discord right there. If you click it, you're going to zip right out, and it's okay. You
We're
could zip.
actually attempting to fix steak, baked potatoes, and broccoli.
I don't think attempt.
I always use temp because you never know with steak. So we don't get it too often.
Yeah, we enjoy steak once a month, maybe. That's about it.
Mr.
I'm
Doggy
glad
Dog,
you're good.
This is for you.
And I have a whole bunch of darts all around me tonight.
Yeah, you gotta pick them up. That's when I was just throwing handfuls.
So, and the tripod, as you might see, it was very good protection for me today. And the lovely artwork, which I'll put together on a wall right near my workspace in my office. Yes, this is our living room. And it's nothing too fancy, but we love it. It's a brick home. Nice fully working fireplace. Some furniture we've had for 30 years, like that table right there, 20 or 30 years. How long has that thing been? But they look...
This when we had Kylie. These tables are not that old.
They're not that old?
No. Kylie's 20, so they're like
15. Okay. And then
Yes, I did.
inherited the dining room set from my mother's sister, my aunt Ellen. And
Hey, meow.
And this is a gift I got from a cousin who is a great artist, actually. And then you can see an S maybe right there for Serra. Yes. So there's a little peek as we say goodbye to Godfather Rick, the godfather of underground comedy, the world of the gross and the abnormal, the world of the face with the largest nose, known to mankind. Night night to you all.
Bye,
And
everybody. We'll see you Friday.
oh, thank you for saying that, honey. And we will be back Friday at 8 p.m. Until then, I hope you have a good week. Kimbra, I hope you feel better by Friday. God bless you, hon. Jimmy Rick, still sending prayers and love to you. Everybody that is in need, I hope that you get some comfort. Anybody needs an ear, you can always write to rick.adr@aol.com. I am very happy to be here for you. But until then, I say au revoir. Peace to you all. We love you.
Night.
Good night, everybody. Have a good night.